For September 10th, 2025, this is DC Action News, reporting bravely and boldly from the center of the multiverse. I'm Alex Jaffe. Our top story? The hierarchy of power in the universe has, once again, changed. If we can say anything positive about the Justice League Watchtower, it's that it at least keeps some of the weekly crises up in orbit and not on Earth. A demon-possessed Superman aboard the Justice League headquarters was dismantling the team this week, until he was defeated by a water magic-wielding Aquaman and his posse of miscellaneous maritime warriors. Returning from a checked absence with the power of the blue, the morphogenic field which unites all oceans and the life within, the recently widowed Aquaman denied that this team constituted a Justice League Blue, a term which we note nobody but him has ever used. In the further cosmos, the Green Lantern Corps is fighting back against the universal apathy crisis attributed to the Starbreaker Corps, the latest special interest group to stake their claim on the emotional energy sources of the universe by draining the reservoirs for themselves. A contingent of Lanterns was seen riding into combat towards Oa on the backs of the long-thought-lost avatars of the emotional spectrum, tucked away until this point just behind the source wall. Keep your mood stabilizers handy, because it seems the Spectrum Wars aren't over just yet. In Gotham, the long turf war between Iceberg Lounge impresario the Penguin and the contraband shipping magnate Tiger Shark apparently came to an explosive end last night as Tiger Shark himself descended on a Penguin-controlled warehouse in the Gotham Pier. Batman and Robin arrived on the scene to intervene before any casualties could occur, taking the copter to the ground and Tiger Shark into police custody. Since then, further trouble has come to the Iceberg Lounge, with an unidentified lone gunman firing his way through the staff on the warpath for Penguin. Could it be one of Tiger Shark's loyalists out for payback? Or just another one of the thousands on Oswald Cobblepot's enemies list? More as this develops. In cop crimes, police killings in New Angelique, Louisiana continue with the ongoing hot new trend of police officers filming themselves live, shooting their fellow officers before shooting themselves. Their only message? The Tower says hello. The normally Gotham-based vigilantes Red Hood and the Huntress have been spotted by some in the area investigating the amassing crime scenes, further weakening the Bat family's defense against copism allegations. But enough about dead cops, we've got Superpets in Midvale! This week, Supergirl foe Princess Shark came calling to the Maid of Might's hometown for a rematch, with a coterie of flying sharks at her beck and call. The allegedly self-crowned princess was repelled by Crypto the Superdog and his own new sidekick, a super rabbit whom we're hearing is named Candy. That's with a K. Meanwhile, Streaky the Supercat and a tiny Titano were seen handling a breakout of mutagenic super kittens by Masquerade, the town's only goth club. With the assistance of Luminary, Midvale's newest resident hero, formerly known as Phony Girl, the kittens were decontaminated and deposited at the Midvale Humane Society. Midvale residents are encouraged to pick up their own, probably formerly superpowered kittens from the shelter at their discretion. Moving on to the supernatural, mystics across the Atlantic have been reporting disturbances as the ancient spirits of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table have risen from their slumber for what legends have long predicted would be the arrival of a new age of Camelot. We go to our supernatural and Arthurian lore consultant Jason Blood with his read on this turn of events.
Oh yes, I'd heard all about that. Big old rock launched into the sky from Cornwall of all places. You know who I'd bet is behind this? Mordred. Nasty bugger's always up to something. I'd stake my life on it. I'll tell you one thing. I'd much rather be, say, immortally bonded to a demon than stuck inside a hunk of metal being carried around by a child. I bet they'd use Lancelot for a tick-tick dance or something. Actually, I bet he'd love that. I say good luck to them. Let me know when Merlin shows up. Could do with having a word with him.
In political news, the body-swapping crisis has come to an end as everyone in New Cooey, Kansas has returned to their original selves with the reemergence of heroes Fire and Ice from the depths of hell. The newly organized town also reports a windfall in selling off their waste management program to startup Smarty Pants LLC. The turn of good fortune is being widely attributed to New Cooey's mayor-elect Elron, despite the robotic mayoral candidate not actually taking office yet. It's a good sign, we suppose, for an elected official to hit the ground running. We go now to Earth Alpha for the latest absolute news coverage. Bruce Wayne, the large adult son of former police commissioner and mayoral candidate James Gordon's campaign manager, Martha Wayne, has returned after months missing, even more suspiciously muscular. Shortly prior to his return, reports surfaced of a hulking monstrosity mutilating the members of Croc's gym by shattering all of their bones. Proprietor Waylon Croc Jones remains, by the city's report, in Arc M custody. That is all. Thanks, Absolute Alex. A pleasure as always. We go now to Earth 19 for the latest report from Governor Alexander Jaffe. Right. What's all this then? Governor Alexander Jaffe, roving amateur reporter at your service and chimney sweep, I guess? Reporting from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Renowned world explorer Adam Strange is here from an expedition to what he supposes is some manner of lost paradise island of spotty ladies, warning us all panicked-like about some manner of ancient alien invasion of men who can fly and shoot fire from their eye holes. I don't know nothing about that, but it sounds to me like Master Strange's noggin's finally gone and cracked is what I think. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Finally, in Deaths and Resurrections this week, we welcome back the recently departed Queen Mera, having passed away from old age in a time-accelerated Atlantis as previously reported. Mera and all the denizens of Atlantis returned through a portal at the bottom of the sea this week alongside the restored kingdom. Andrina Curry, the infant princess now aged to a full adult in Aquaman's retinue, has now been placed in a position where she exists alongside her infant self, in what can only be described as a future Trunks situation. And that's all the news on your Prime Earth. For DC Action News, I'm Alex Jaffe, and your day has now been saved. For more on these developing stories, read Aquaman number 9, Green Lantern Corps number 8, Batman and Robin number 25, Red Hood number 1, Supergirl number 5, C.O.R.T, Children of the Round Table number 1, Fire and Ice, When Hell Freezes Over number 6, Absolute Batman number 12, and Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice number 3. DC Action News was created by Alex Jaffe and is produced by Alex Jaffe and Esper Quinn. Additional voices this week by Will Battle. This is a listener-supported broadcast. Your contributions to patreon.com/DCActionNews keep us running, and I really mean that. If you'd like to join our cast or have any comments, questions, or ideas, write to us at show@DCActionNews.com. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of DC or Warner Brothers, nor should they be read as confirmation or denial of future DC plans. Never stop reading comics.